Hey all, this video series is a part of training course of SISU Motorsport Endurance team. It's a collection of most common mistakes that are rarely mentioned in other training materials. Based on my personal experience, some adjustments may be necessary for you. Less fluff, more to the point. Let's go. This video will be about seating position, pedal position, steering wheel position, and monitor position. Physical setup of your rig. If you don't have rig, if you have a table G29 and pedals on the floor, then usually you don't have much choice. You're just trying your best to make yourself comfortable. And even if you drive a daily car or real race car, you usually restricted in the settings, so you're just trying your best. In SimRig you can make yourself as comfortable as possible, and you should use it. We are focusing on endurance racing, so we have to have very comfortable position, which wouldn't make your neck, your hands, your hips, your leg hurt after a long time. For me, the most comfortable position looks like the one that's called GT here. So your low point is approximately on the same level as your pedals, and your legs making like a triangle to the pedal stand. I even adjust my pedal plate with negative banking, so the legs would rest here comfortably. Also, I'm using a neck pillow to help straight and in fixed and comfortable position, and also using lumbar support to help my back. Overall, the weight of your body should be delivered to the spine of the seat, not on the bottom of your body. Otherwise, you will have a pain after some hours. So you really need to lay on the seat a bit. Also about your seat, a daily car seat or half bucket is okay for endurances, but the proper bucket seat, which is used in real race car, is not so comfortable. So I'd advise you to use some more comfy solutions. Legs are not straight, they are making triangle, and sides of this triangle are determined by the seating pillow and the incline of your pedal stand. That's the most comfortable position for me. For the pedal itself, a bit tricky. I'm not using clutch, so I placed my pedals symmetrically on the left and the right. If you adjust your throttle pedal so your right foot can rest on it comfortably, then when you press it full throttle, it will be always in tension. So in a few hours you will start feeling pain. So adjust your throttle pedal a bit closer to you, or probably adjust pedal front plate a bit closer to you, so when you put your leg in comfortable position, you will press the throttle like for 1/3, 1/2 or something like that. So it will be easier for you either to press 100% throttle and to release the throttle completely. You can rest your leg on the side. For the brake pedal, make sure that when your left leg is relaxed, it's just lying on the pedal without pressure. It's just resting. I found it the most relaxed and the most comfortable position. Yeah, if you're sitting in the rig, well, without driving, just sitting, your current pedal position is not really comfy, but while you're driving, it feels really great. And you always can put your legs aside to give it rest. When you press your pedals fully, you don't need to reach to them, you don't need to change your sitting position. You should take your back, your spine is your pivot. You should press the pedal and get an anchor in your back seat. You don't need to pull to the pedals, you don't need to going down in the seat or raising in the seat to press the pedal. You should sit as you sit. And when you press the pedal, you just applying force from your back through your leg to the pedal. That's pretty important. That rule will reduce the pains in the back to zero. Now the steering wheel. You don't need to reach a steering wheel. You don't need to pull or push a steering wheel when you're braking. It should be neutral position. Usually there is an advice like push your hand on your wheel, and if the wheel rim is somewhere between the wrist and the hand, it's a good position. Probably yeah, but the wheel in sim racing is the main source of all our feelings, so we usually drive with higher forces than the real car drivers. That's why I found this position is not comfortable. My wrists were in pain, my shoulders were in pain after this, so I bring my steering wheel closer to me and probably a bit lower than in pictures. Usually they say that steering base axle should be like 10 degrees from the horizon. I found that flat or a few degrees here and there is the best position when the wheel looking straight on you, somewhere in the chest. Also, I'm pretty close to my steering wheel, so my elbows are definitely less than 90 degrees angle, and the steering wheel is pretty low. Lowest and closest position I could get and be able to steer freely. It takes some time to get used to, but no pain, no sore hands, no tiredness after this in my experience. Now the monitors. We get used to the office monitor position when our monitor is a bit lower than our eyes and we are looking at this a bit upside down. I advise you to place the monitor the way that your eyes will be on the same height at the center of the monitor. So you're looking straight and you're looking right into the middle of the monitor, and place side screens, if you're using triples, on the same height. Yes, there are tons of features, tons of stuff that helps you to place monitors around you, but why I advise this height is because you won't get distortions, because if your monitor is lower, your side screens are lower too, and they start to distort the picture. It's easily to fix in iRacing. You can use varnish X and varnish Y thing to correct this, but a lot of games don't have this setting. You can fix it and they will be distorted whatever you do. So if you place it on the same height with your eyes, you won't get these distortions and you always will get perfect free screen picture without a ton of fiddling here and there. Also, if you set up your horizon on the center of the screen too, it's possible in iRacing and possible in many other sims, or a bit higher, a bit lower, well, somewhere around the center, you will have a better perspective on the things around you. Because if your horizon is higher, then you virtually looking upside down on track, but you're sitting straight, and although it's not a big difference, it makes difference. So probably you will get uncomfortable first time. It looks like you're looking at the sky and could use more screen space for something more valuable, but believe me, it gives a better perspective and it gives a better feeling that you are in 3D field and not in the free flat pictures. So you get a better perception of depth and speed. And of course, you want the monitor as close to your eyes as you can get, and after that calibrate it with the right FOV. After you set up your sitting position, after you set up your pedals, your steering wheel, just sit in the rig and try to, well, imitate some steering motion, some braking acceleration motion, and feel, can you easily reach 100% on both pedals? Can you easily reach 99% of both pedals? So it's like almost full force, but a bit less than full force, and you are comfortable with these forces. If not, if you feel that your body is moving, you need to reach your pedals, something ain't right. Try to bring the pedals closer for the foot plate adjustments or something like that. You need to be always perfectly comfort. It shouldn't be a struggle. You will have a lot of struggles in races, and the physical setup is not the place to get the struggles. You always sit in the same position, no matter how tight turn is in, how quickly you need to steer, how quickly you need to change pedal pressures. You need to always have a pivot on your back, on the back of your seat, not on the cushion. So I think that's it about physical position. It's very important, don't get me wrong, but other good advices you may find on tons of videos on YouTube or texts in the internet. Next video is about settings. See you and goodbye.